Right guys, Gaft is back with the explanation to a process of elimination. It is an impromptu trick that can be done with a borrowed shuffle deck. Spectator can shuffle the cards, although it's not necessary, and they've got a free choice to pick any card. The King of Hearts. All you're going to do is control this king back to the top any way you like. That was just a simple fake cut. You're going to place their chosen card somewhere into the pack, push in, push down, catch a thumb break, and then you're going to cut about a third of the packet. You're now going to cut at the break, cut once more, and their card will be on top. You can then do a, well, I wouldn't even say it's a fake shuffle, but do any sort of shuffle you like, maybe a good furrow shuffle, but maintaining that card on the top. But to a spectator, they think their card is lost somewhere in the pack. You'll now get your spectator to deal cards onto the table. Like I've said, you don't need too many cards, so just stop anytime you like. So they stop right here. You do need to know how many cards there are, and you know at this point spectator's card is on the bottom. So you just need to maintain the position of this card. So let's count the cards. All I did was pushed off 2 cards. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 cards. Now it's important you know whether it's an even or an odd number depending on who is going to start by touching the first cards first. Now you know the spectator's card is still on top, and now you could do a reverse furrow shuffle if you want, but you do need to maintain this card or the position. So if you started a furrow shuffle like this, pushing the first card to the top, it will stay on the top. But if you start with down jogging the first card, now what you need to bear in mind is you need to know how many cards are going to be on the bottom or on the top. Now because it was an odd number and you started at the bottom, you will have 6 cards on the bottom and there will be 5 cards on the top. So let's say we start going down, so you know there's 11 cards, so there's going to be 1 more card in the pile at the bottom. You know it's 11, so you can maybe just count in your mind going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you know there's 6 cards on the bottom, there's 5 here, so if you drop this packet on top, spectator's card is now the 6th card down. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You do need to maintain where this is. And now you can just deal these cards onto the table. Now you know the 6th card is the spectator's card. And now you're going to go through a process of elimination. Now if you have an even number of cards, you will let your spectator touch the first 2 cards. If it's an odd number of cards, you will touch the first 2 cards because it needs to be the spectator touching the final 2 cards. So it's an odd number, so I'm going to start. So look, I'm going to point to a couple of cards. Which one should I get rid of? Get rid of this one. Now you're going to do this process all the way through. So now it's the spectator's turn. If they touch these 2 cards, you know this is their card, so you're going to get rid of this one. Then it's your turn. Get rid of this one. Their turn. Get rid of this one. Now you could move these around a little bit, keeping your eye on this card. It's their turn. Get rid of this one. Your turn. Get rid of this one. Their turn. Get rid of this one. See, when it's your turn, you never touch this particular card. Your turn. Get rid of this one. Spectator. Get rid of this one. Now it's your turn. Now the spectator is going to touch these 2 cards. You'll obviously get rid of this one. And you will be left with the spectator's card, the King of Hearts. I will just show you the King of Hearts. Let's say you've got an even number of cards. The spectator will touch the first 2. You'll get rid of this one. Then you'll touch 2. We'll get rid of this one. Then the spectator will touch 2 and we'll get rid of this one. So the spectator always needs to be the one who touches the cards last. So if it's an even number, they go first. If it's an odd number, you will touch first. This is their card, 9 of Hearts. So you'll touch these 2, we'll get rid of this one. Spectator will touch 2, we'll get rid of this one. You'll touch 2, get rid of this one. Spectator will touch 2, get rid of this one, and it's going to be their card. So that's it, guys. It's just a like magician's force. Like I said before, you need to maintain where this is in your packet depending on how you do it. And if it's an even number of cards, the spectator goes first. If it's an odd number of cards, you go first. So don't forget to smash the like button, guys. Subscribe to the Gaffed Academy and come back tomorrow for another card trick. Cheers.